Hey guys, before we get the episode started, I wanted to tell you about a cool new initiative that I think you're going to love. Hunters has partnered with global African pop icon Trezor and the Jackal Culture House for the all-new round of the 2024 Foster the Sound Music Talent Search and Mega Masterclass. This is to help you get your career from Kasi famous to world famous. Hunters and the Jackal Culture House are dedicated to creating unique opportunities for all aspiring artists, which is why they'll be hosting an exclusive free music masterclass with 3 industry titans, Trezor, Musa Keys, and Shekinah, happening in May live from AMPD Studios in Jozi. It's free to enter, but the seats are limited, so register now at www.jackalculturehouse.com. Get your free ticket now to the biggest masterclass of the year. Proudly brought to you by the Jackal Culture House and Hunters. Refreshers like nothing on earth. Not for sale for persons under the age of 18. Hello, Wisdom and Wellness family. Welcome to another episode. Today's episode is quite special. I met this lady when I started my first business, my salon, and she came with her 3 sisters. And I had a salon special. And I think she was my client, and we're talking, and I was planning a wedding, and she said, I'll plan your wedding for free. And I'm like, just like that. Who I'm talking about is Mabutla. She is a wedding planner, owner of the Fortress venue. If you haven't hosted an event there is something wrong with you, because at this point, like, it is the go-to place. She's a mom, a wife, and a sister and friend to all her brides, all 1 million of her brides.
I am.
Welcome, Mabutla.
Thank you so much for having me.
How does it feel to be friends with all of your brides? How do you keep that up?
Because I don't have a lot of friends personally, it becomes so easy, and I don't have to worry about the fact that I'm supposed to be your friend for life. You are my friend for
the season.
This season, and after that, the new friend comes in, and after that, so it's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's actually very nice. Now that I'm saying it, it's nice. I don't have to worry about, I haven't seen you in forever. So yeah, I love it.
Okay, let's get some icebreakers. What song did you listen to this morning? Grace by Tasha Cobbs.
Yes, I didn't want to say it myself. How did you know?
I know. Did you really listen to it?
Yes.
Grace by Tasha Cobbs.
Yes.
That's our song.
Yes.
Do you listen to it every day?
It grounds me. It helps me. It kickstarts my day. It reminds me of where I come from as a person. It reminds me of how gracious God is.
Yeah.
And I know once I forget God's grace, I am doomed for life.
It's done. It's over.
It's over. So grace for me carries me.
Yeah.
So
literally, as the song says.
I listened to Grace by Tasha Cobbs.
Grace by Tasha Cobbs. Okay. Choose between. You have to choose one, eh?
Yeah.
You either get to plan weddings or you get to buy frames for your glasses.
I would plan weddings.
You would give up buying frames?
Yeah. I would plan weddings.
Mabutla, I'm going to ask you again. For the rest of your life, you get to keep that frame. You never ever get to buy another frame.
I won't cope, guys. No, I'll go back to buying my frames.
How many frames do you have now?
I'm now sitting on 42, and I just bought 9, so I'll have 51.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They make me happy.
Yeah. Especially because you're not a splurge on anything else. All you want, Bandla, is just glasses.
Glasses. Can I please just have a lot of glasses? Can I wear my glasses, change my glasses every day? And I will be fine. Actually, buying frames would be what I would.
You wouldn't make it without planning things. Okay. This one is one that is tailored for you. Yeah. What is the best cake speech that you've ever heard at a wedding?
I don't know why that old lady, being an old lady, did that. But she went deep into sexualizing things.
Yeah.
Like, she went deep into le ha o kwatile ngwanaka o mo fe le ha a sa batle o mo fe How kwatile? Re kwata mo ho ya kwa.
Oh my
Mo
gosh.
ho ya kwa. A re
But
kwa-
isn't that all the speeches though?
But the way she was saying it, coming from an old lady
Yeah.
who understands life, whom I've actually had a sit down with to
Yeah.
sort of guide her on what not to say.
Yeah.
No, that was off. I didn't like that part at all because of those two things. So she's old, and we had a sit down as
Yeah.
to let's not sexualize it. Find ways to talk about building a marriage, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
the ingredients and the whatnot.
Yeah.
But no.
So it's actually not about sexualizing, it's the ingredients to building a beautiful marriage.
Yes, you cannot bake a cake with just flour. You can't just have eggs only, or you can't just have eggs and flowers and water and then throw in the oven.
Yeah.
It won't come out
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
So that's what I guide people who are going to have this cake cutting thing.
Yeah.
The direction that you need to take. Boma, how kwatile, sexualizing
the
things.
one.
Guys, it's not that.
It's not it. It's not it.
It's wrong actually, because what do you say about me as a woman? Am I not allowed to get angry?
Yeah. And your hormones work with
Exactly.
your whole body works with everything that's happened.
Exactly.
But anyway, I want to get into you. I think a lot of people know Mabutla the planner, Mabutla the owner, but I don't think a lot of people know where you come from. I mean, now we just had a moment where you just shared that today would have been your mom's birthday.
Yeah.
So I want to know and you've got how many siblings? Five.
Five
Five
We are
siblings.
6 at
There's
home.
6 of you guys. I want to know about your upbringing. Who's Mabutla as a child? How is home? Who's Mabutla's mom? Mabutla's dad?
My upbringing was beautiful. It wasn't perfect,
Yeah.
but it was beautiful. I grew up with a mom, a dad who was there but not always there. My dad, I don't want to beautify this. He wasn't the best of dads.
Yeah.
As most dads are.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them, but most are. But my mom was the best.
Yeah.
She molded the home for people who were outside to not even see what's
What
going
was
on
happening.
inside.
Yeah.
She gave us a balanced upbringing.
Yeah.
She gave us an upbringing that was grounded in God. She gave us an upbringing that we didn't lack because
Yeah.
of her.
Yeah.
So my mom was the one person that actually played a vital role in giving us the upbringing that we had, the
Yeah.
balanced upbringing that we had. 6 kids. And then we went to good schools.
Yeah.
We didn't go to schools locally. We were tsamaya ka bus when we go to school. So yeah, the memory that sticks out for me at primary is the fact that I was always with my siblings. Yeah, we were
still are always
and
with
we
your
still
siblings.
are always. Yeah. So the 3 of us
Yeah.
actually were at the same primary school. So that helped us in being so close. And what I also remember about my high school is my mom always emphasizing the importance of not being swayed away by friends, not being swayed away by things that are happening around you, not being swayed away by peer pressure.
Yeah.
My dad would say, do not be derailed as
Yeah.
a person.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I also remember from my dad is he preached a lot of unity in us.
That makes sense.
Exactly. So he would literally get home on the days that we'll be home and call us for him to just have meetings with us to really discuss the importance of unity. He would literally make us go take a pen,
Yeah.
and then put them together and then try break them. They cannot be broken.
Sure.
But take one. And the other
Sure.
example that he would do is a chain.
Yeah.
When one breaks,
Yeah.
or when one of those hooking things breaks, everything
Everything's
is
broken. Yeah.
so we had a good upbringing,
Yeah.
but my mom played a role in instilling the values that she instilled in all of us. And yeah, it's her birthday today,
Yeah.
and she's not here.
Yeah. And how you celebrate. I know you shared with me, but I think it's such a beautiful way of celebrating her. And I think it can encourage so many others in finding ways to grieve the loss?
So she would say to, I don't know if she said this to my other siblings, but I remember we had this conversation, gore, when I am doing my garden, Mabutla, I'm actually praying for my yard.
Oh,
Yes, I'm praying for my yard. So she was more into a beautiful garden, a beautiful grass, beautiful plants, beautiful flowers, beautiful that.
nature,
So
yeah.
what I do is I just buy a plant and plant it with my kids
Sure.
in the afternoons, because that's when she passed on.
Yeah.
And each year since we moved in the house that we live in now, it has a memory of this was in
This year.
the following year.
Yeah.
So I just plant something that will forever remind me of her.
Yeah.
And I do that because it's a plant needs to be nourished.
Yeah.
A plant needs
Needs
to be
love,
watered.
yeah.
So by doing that, whenever I water my garden, I know I'm reminded of her
your
all the
mom.
time.
Yeah. We just started our conversation, but now we're here. Does it ever get better, or does it just look different?
It gets better with time because you know how to handle it.
Yeah.
You know how to also handle your emotions when you miss your loved one who's no longer with you. So you find ways to, okay, I miss you, but I choose to laugh about it.
Yeah.
Okay, I miss you, but today I just want to
cry. Yeah.
and I am going to cry because it's what I feel at the moment. And most of the time that feeling comes because I can't call you. I can't have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
And I wish to have that conversation with you.
Yeah.
So that's when the crying emotions for me come. So grief gets better with time. All because you are also getting used to not having that person around anymore.
Sure.
You are used to not seeing them, not smelling them, you know. You realize when they are gone that
smell. It's important.
my mom loved perfumes. And I think that's where I get the love of expensive perfumes from.
Yeah.
She loved a good perfume.
Yeah.
So the fact that she wasn't there anymore, and the perfume smell is no longer there, or it's dying down.
Yeah.
The fact that you would walk in and now the room doesn't smell the way it used to. It gets better.
It gets better. I want to know, you were 18 when you lost your mom, and that's your sister was 17, and you guys were all young. Your oldest sister was 26.
Yes.
Do you remember on that day, did you immediately know as an 18-year-old that life is about to change? Or did you kind of get into, okay, what next? And then, like, how did your mom, losing your mother, change you as a person?
So my mom was sick and she went to hospital and the doctors ended up saying there's nothing we can do. She had to come back home. She came back home, let me just say, on a Monday. And then on the Tuesday, she was in bed the whole day.
Yeah.
And on the Wednesday, she was in bed. She wasn't talking. She wasn't doing anything. She was in bed the whole day. And for some strange reason, on that day, there was just a lot of people coming to the house, coming to see her. I don't know. I still don't know till today how they knew that my mom is home and she's not feeling well. I don't know. And there were just a lot of people coming, and in the afternoon, between 4 and 5, I was standing outside. There were people in the room praying, and they called my sister, Sesimsibudi, who is an amazing woman.
Yeah.
Sesimsibudi my sister is strong.
Her heart. Yeah.
And they called her, and I remember I said I was outside. And standing outside with my friends or with whoever, I just heard her scream. Like, what just happened? And at that time, I knew that something really bad
Has happened.
has happened. And at that time, I remembered everything. She wasn't talking, so she's probably gone. She wasn't talking, maybe she's vomiting. She wasn't talking, maybe I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And the Simsibidi scream made me so scared. It took away that scream till today. I never forget it. It took away stability. Yes. It took away stability. And when I talk about stability, I'm not talking about financial stability. I'm talking about emotional stability.
Sure.
I'm talking about care stability. I am talking about, it just took away comfort, and we ran in because, we could all hear what is screaming. And we ran in, and as we are running in, ba stop in the room, and that's when I knew that she's gone.
Yeah.
And that's when life changed.
Yeah.
There is nothing that beats a mother's love. You have never experienced loss until you lose a mom.
Sure.
And some say a child. I don't know how that feels. But it destabilized us. For the longest time, in the week of the funeral, we were just pacing.
Yeah, you're just trying to, and there's a lot of people, there's a lot of things happening. It's, adrenaline.
Yes, pacing, we need to do this, we need to do that. In the house, they need to get tea, they need to bread, there's a lot of activity. But the day of the funeral, that's when it dawned on me that she is gone. When she came back, she didn't do that whole thing of coming back and being at home the whole night. She came back up 4 a.m. or whatever, because that's what she wanted. When she came back, I wasn't even home. We were not home because we were not sleeping home because there was no space for us to sleep at home, because the grannies, the aunts, everyone else was there. And when they opened the coffin for us to see her the last time,
did you ever find your stability again? And I'm asking this because now you're a mom, you're married, you've got your own family, you've achieved things you could never imagine. Do you ever find that? And I'm attaching this stability, I think the word stability, we're using it loosely because I know the feeling you're talking about. Do you ever find that feeling in anything ever again? Or is there always just this void that I used to have this feeling and I will never ever have it back?
It took me having my son to realize, well, actually my mom is not here, and I'll never have. It took me having my son because I had him out of wedlock. I didn't get back home to find my mom waiting for me to teach me how to take care of this baby. It took me having my son to realize, or if mama this is how you care for this baby. This thing, when it falls,
what happens?
This thing,
what do you do
clean
with
it like this. You dress the baby, a lot of things. When the baby cries, this is what you need to do. So having a child for me made me realize that really, for real, that stability is really not there.
Yeah.
Yes, my sister was there. My sisters were there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the same.
It's not your mom.
It can never, ever be the same. The void, no one can close it.
Yeah.
The void of losing a mom it's too big.
Sure.
Because a mom closes a lot of gaps in one's life.
Yeah.
And when those many gaps are now
Uzothini.